Most of you watching this right now, you're lost. You wake up every day scrolling on your phone, playing video games, and chasing short-term dopamine. And you're wondering why your life feels so empty. Let me tell you the truth. You're lost because you don't have a purpose. And without purpose, you're just surviving. You're not actually living. In this video, I'm going to give you the exact steps that I took to get out of that weak mindset, find my purpose, and build a life that I'm actually proud of. Let's dive in. Okay, so let's get real. You feel lost because you've been lied to. School, social media, your friends even, they've conditioned you to settle for mediocrity. You're chasing other people's dreams and not actually your own. But purpose isn't just going to come knocking at your door. You've been letting your distractions, bad habits, and other people's opinions direct your life. Stop blaming society, stop blaming your parents, and stop blaming bad luck. You have to take responsibility for your own life. But to clarify, even though you feel lost, you're not actually lost. You're just distracted. You don't know your own purpose because you've never actually sat down and thought about what you want to do with your life. Here's what I want you to do right now. Go grab a notebook and write down these 3 questions. Number 1, what do I enjoy doing? Write a list of what you like to do in your day-to-day life. Number 2, what am I good at? Preferably out of the list of things you enjoy doing, you should have something that you're good at doing. So write that down and brainstorm a little more about some things that you might be good at. And number 3, what kind of life do I want to live? This could be luxurious, minimalist, anything you want, just write it down. Answer these honestly, but don't overthink them. These answers don't have to be perfect at all, they just have to be your answers. Listen, if you're just sitting around waiting for someone to hand you your purpose, you're gonna be waiting forever. Purpose is built. It's not found. Here are some steps that you can do to take control of your life. Step number 1 is fix your habits. If you're wasting your days on Netflix, junk food, and social media, you're not going to find your purpose at all. You have to start doing a few things. Number 1, you have to start waking up early. Waking up early is probably the most important thing to ensure that your day is going to be good. It teaches you discipline to wake up when maybe you don't want to. But as you start to do it more and more, you're going to start loving it, and you get to do more stuff because you're waking up earlier. Next, you're gonna want to start exercising. I talked about this previously in my last video, but I go to the gym every single day, and I only rest when I feel as though my body needs it, because it builds discipline, and also I'm building my dream physique. And finally, you want to start journaling. I journal every morning with this gratitude journal, talking about what I'm grateful for at the beginning of the day and some goals I have for the day and some affirmations. And then at the end of the day, I reflect upon the day and what can make the next day better. So you can get that journal, or you can get another one and just start free writing about anything you want to. I might make a video coming up about journaling, so keep an eye out for that. Step number 2 is I want you to try new things. You don't know what you love doing until you actually try it and experiment with it. Try to take up a new hobby or meet new people. You always have to go beyond your comfort zone. And one book I would recommend to start on your journey is Way of the Superior Man. He actually has a chapter about leaning outside your comfort zone, and I'm going to read a little snippet to you. In any given moment, a man's growth is optimized if he learns just beyond his edge, his capacity, his fear. He should not be too lazy, happily stagnating in a zone of security and comfort. Nor should he push far beyond his edge, stretching himself unnecessarily, unable to metabolize his experience. He should learn just slightly beyond his edge of fear and discomfort, constantly, in everything he does. This is one of the themes that David Daida talks about in this book, and I really think it's pertinent to everyday life. We've gotten so comfortable with just sitting around and doing nothing and scrolling on Instagram and playing video games. But if you lean just over your edge of comfort, then you have the opportunity to learn new things and meet new people and do things that you would never think of doing. And so to sort of build off of that, try to say yes more. If your friends are asking you to go do something with them, just say yes. If you're debating on starting that one business, just say yes and start doing it. You have nothing to lose when you're leaning over your comfort zone. If you start loving the fear of going outside of your comfort zone, you're going to grow exponentially more than everyone else around you. But I'm going to be honest, you're going to fail at a lot of things and a lot of times. But failure brings you closer to understanding what actually matters to you in your life. And also, when you're building your purpose, it isn't all just about you. It's about what you can do for others as well. The most fulfilling thing in life comes from helping other people. You should ask yourself, how can I make someone's life better? What problems in the world piss me off so that I can go and help other people solve that problem? This can be really good in business, but it can also be really good for just making YouTube videos or just helping someone that you know with their problems. When you align your skills and knowledge to helping other people, that's when you will ascend to the next level of purpose. Think of your lifetime purpose as an onion. There's a lot of layers around it, and they're all building off of each other. When you're working towards one purpose, the layer of the onion slowly comes off, and once it's off, you have another layer of the onion. You'll notice once you start to achieve your goals and start fulfilling your passions, that thing might not appeal to you anymore. So for me, I could be building a business and I could get to this one goal that I wanted to get to. Once I get to that goal, I've fulfilled my purpose in that area of my life. From there, I could feel like I don't want to continue with my business anymore in that area because I've already done it and it brings me no more level of satisfaction to keep going. So with that, the layer of the onion would come off, and under that layer, there's another layer. And once you go throughout your life, you're gonna start peeling away these layers of the onion, and you're going to get more to your deepest purpose in your life, which is the center of the onion. This little analogy, of course, isn't perfect, but it shows quite the representation for what you can try to do in your life by fulfilling one purpose and moving on to the next. And finding your purpose isn't just like a one-day thing. It's a grind that lasts for a very long time, and you're gonna have doubts. In every layer of your purpose, you're gonna have a thing that I call the transition curve. I'll pop it up on screen right now, but it's basically where you have just started your next purpose in your life, and you have this thing called uninformed optimism. You're super excited with everything that's gonna happen, but you don't really know a lot about it, but you're still super excited and you just dive headfirst into it. Then you go into informed pessimism. You've learned a little bit more about what your passion is, and you notice that it's probably a lot more difficult than you thought it was going to be. And that's when you go into the deepest point, which is the valley of despair, which is sort of the lowest point, but it's also the point where you're learning the most. And once you make it past the valley of despair, you go back into informed optimism, and then you eventually go into completion. This happens in every single layer of your purpose. So you better get comfortable with going to the valley of despair, because that's where you're going to learn the most, but it's also where you're going to feel the worst. But after that, you go up and you complete your purpose, and you either get successful, or you build your dream physique, or you do some philanthropic actions that fulfill your purpose in some way. But remember this: when you're lost, the only way that you stay lost is if you stop trying. You have to commit to the process and trust yourself. And you have to keep leveling up in all areas of your life, and you have to keep ripping away at the layers of the onion and keep fulfilling your purposes in life. Now, it's up to you. You have the blueprint, but you have to do something with it now. Write down your answers, fix your habits, and start building the life that you've always dreamed of. If this video gave you even a little bit of clarity, consider subscribing and liking the video. And let me know in the comments, what's the one thing that you're gonna do today to take control of your life? And if you're serious about leveling up, go check out my other videos where I post quality tips like this. Have a good one, everyone, and I'll see you in my next video.